You are welcome to today's session. So today we are going to continue from where we ended with our polynomial function topic. All right, and today we are looking at factor theorem. Now, the whole idea of the factor theorem is for you to find the factors of a function when you are not given a divisor, okay, or when you are not given any factor at all. So for instance, let's say that you have x squared plus 3x plus, let's say, probably 2. Now, how are you able to factorize this one or break it down when you don't have any factor given to you? All right, with the quadratic equation is quite easier. All right, that is, you multiply the coefficient here by the constant, which is 2. Then you find factors of 2, which is 1 and 2. Then you replace these ones with what you have over here, which is x squared plus 2x plus x plus 2. So that when you put it together, you have 3x. But you have it this way. So x here, x comes out. You have x plus 2. The same thing is here. So you have plus 1 multiplying x plus 2. Then since they are the same, you have x plus 2, x plus 1. Sorry, this has become the factors of this expression. However, what you are saying is that what if they give you a function and you don't have a factor? How do you go about with it? And so what you are saying is that ideally, with the remainder theorem, you equate the factor. Let's say that if the factor is x plus a, okay, you equate it to 0, then you have x equal to negative a. So that is what you'll be putting into the function. So if the function of x, f of x equal to, let's say, x squared plus 3x plus, let's say, 2. Here, what you are going to do is that you are going to put the function here, which will give you f of a like this. Then you solve it, okay? And whatever that you get is the remainder. But with what you are looking here at the factor theorem, what you're saying is that they will not give you the factor. So you are the one supposed to test it, okay? You test it till you see the one that will give the function 0, or will let the function to be equal to 0. So let's use this one as a case study so that you understand it properly. You have f of x. Let me use black marker. You have f of x equal to x cubed minus 2x squared minus 5x plus 6. All right. Now, because you're not given a factor, you are the one supposed to decide that, okay, so here you're going to start it either positive 1 or negative 1. Then, if it doesn't work, then you move on to 2. If it doesn't work, you move on to 3. You do it till you get the one that will make the function to be equal to 0. So in this case, when you test with positive 1, so you can test with positive 1, okay? 1 here, that will be 1 cube. Then you come to this side, 2, 1 square, and you have this 1 plus 6. So here is 1, here will be 2, so 1 minus 2, here will give you negative 5 plus 6. When you put this one and that together, that will give you 7. This and that will give you like 7. That is 0. So that means that what really make this function to be equal to 0 is 1. Now remember, when we're looking at the remainder theorem, we said that when you have a function which is a minus a, like with a factor like this, what you are going to do, you equate it to 0. You have x to be equal to what? A. So what it means is that here, originally with what you've gotten, it's supposed to be x minus 1, so that when you equate it to be 0, you have x to be equal to 1. So that 1 is what you have come to put in over here. Meaning that in as much as we are supposed to factorize, we need a factor. So the whole idea is that when you have something like this, your focus is to get a factor. Now, I am teaching you how to get a factor. And I'm saying that the way to get a factor is by starting from either plus 1 or minus 1. you test till you see the one that will give the function to be equal to 0. So when you get the function to be equal to 0, that number, if you had negative, let's say it was negative, you become x minus x plus 1. All right, so that you have 0, then you have x to be equal to -1. So that -1 is what you would have put in here. But with this one, realize that it was +1 that satisfied what? The equation to be 0. So in this case, we will have to make it what? X minus 1. So that this one will move to this side, giving you x equal to what? 1. So that one is what you came to put in the function. So we are looking for a factor. All right, now having gotten the factor is what? X minus 1. I've explained to you how we got it. So that is what you are going to use to divide. So your whole focus when we are working with this one is to get a factor. All right, then when you get a factor, which is x minus 1, you used to come and divide, which is x cubed minus 2x squared minus 5x plus 6. So this one will come and divide, is giving you x squared. Then come here, you have x cubed. The same to multiply this, giving you negative x squared. Then you subtract. So you have this one giving you 0. The negative will make it positive, but plus this, so that will make it x squared. Then you bring your -5x here plus 6. Then this one will come and divide, giving you x. All right. Then it will multiply. So you have x squared. Then the same to multiply this one, giving you plus x. All right. So when you deduct, the negative will make it positive, but because you are adding it to this, it will make it 0. This negative positive will make it negative plus this. So you have -6x, then you have plus 6. Then this one comes here, you have -6, it will multiply, giving you -6. The same to multiply, giving you plus 6. All right, then what do? You subtract. So negative positive plus this, sorry, that will make it 0. Negative here plus this, that will also be 0. All right, so what it means is that you are now having x minus 1. All right, then x squared minus x minus 6. So this is a factor, but the question is saying that factorize completely. What you have here is a quadratic what? Expression. So you need to break this one too also down. And how do we go about with it? So here you are going to use your understanding that you have concerning quadratic equation, all right, to solve this one. So how do you go about with it? X squared minus x minus 6. Then the coefficient here, because it's ax squared plus bx plus c, where the a will multiply the c. So here it is 1 times this is -6, but let's consider it to be 6. So 1, 5 factors of 6, 6, 2, 3. All right. Then out of these factors, you have to choose two numbers that when you multiply, it will give you the product of the coefficient of x and that of the c. Then when you add or subtract that same number that you found the product, it will give you the middle number. So because of time, I'll move straight ahead and we are going to use this one. So in place of this, we are going to have x squared minus 3x plus 2x minus 6.